Peugeot's second generation 308 family hatch gets an additional polish in this mildly facelifted guise, with smarter packaging, extra engineering options and a bit more useful technology. The result is a more desirable product than you might expect from this familiar Gallic brand. You might be surprised at how much you'd like it.
On the move in this 308, your first impressions feel positive as you settle in behind the small, low-set steering wheel that's now an established brand trademark and peer above it at the slick-looking dial pack. Now, not everyone is in favour of this so-called iCockpit layout, but we like the way it imparts a more direct, connected feel to the on-the-road experience. With this facelifted model, the brand hasn't made any dynamic changes to the car's ride and handling, but that remains impressive with a well-judged blend of responsive suppleness. Instead, the development budget has been focused on the creation of a new 1.5-litre Blue HDI diesel engine. It's more refined and responsive than the previous 1.6-litre unit, and it was launched with 130 bhp on tap. The alternative engine option for mainstream 308 buyers is the one that we're trying here, the 1.2-litre PureTech petrol unit. Now, this power plant may only have 3 cylinders, but it punches well above its weight, whether you choose it in 110 bhp 5-speed manual form or in the 130 bhp guys that we're trying here, where it gets either a redesigned 6-speed manual gearbox or the option of EAT6 6-speed automatic transmission. The PureTech unit's efficiency is impressive, with the base 110 bhp derivative capable of up to 70.6 mpg on the combined cycle and 95 grams per kilometre of CO2. Sportier 308 models get some pokier engine options, either a 2-litre Blue HDI diesel with either 150 or 180 bhp, or 1.6-litre THP petrol turbo offered with either 205 bhp in the GT or 270 bhp in the top hot hatch GTI. Now, whether you choose the 5-door hatch we have here or the alternative SW Estate, which rides on a lengthier wheelbase, you'll be getting yourself a family hatch class car that's a little shorter and narrower than the class norm, and a touch lower too, but also one that's lighter and more space efficient than most of its competitors, thanks to a modular EMP2 platform that's so sophisticated it required no fewer than 116 patents. Having gone to all that effort back in 2014, Peugeot stylists weren't really minded to radically change things very much when it came to this mid-term facelift, so the aesthetic changes made are relatively minor. The brand badge has been moved down from the bonnet to a place of prominence in the centre of a now classier chrome-framed grille, and you'll find that flanked by headlamps with upper edges that are made up of twinkling LEDs. Take a place in one of the very comfortable seats up front in what Peugeot calls rather pretentiously the iCockpit, and 4 things are immediately apparent: the quality, the lack of button clutter, this big centre-dash LCD infotainment screen, and most notably the tiny steering wheel, above which rather than through which you're supposed to view the instruments with their finely sculpted red needles. Jump into this model after familiarisation with an Astra or a Focus and you'll wonder where all the buttons have gone. There is a small central cluster of them in front of the gear stick for locking, for heated front and rear windows and hazard lights, but that's about it. Otherwise, almost everything's been relocated to the 9.7-inch colour LCD touchscreen that's standard on all but the baseline models and dominates the centre of the dash. Right, let's take a seat in the rear. There is reasonable space for 2 adults, but if they're at all lanky, they may need those up front to move forward if anything approaching long-distance travelling comfort is going to be attained. Moving from people space to package room, let's consider the boot, and that's accessible via a low loading sill and a wide opening. How can the smallest car in the segment offer the largest trunk? Answers on a postcard, please. Now, in total, there is 470 litres on offer back here, provided you include the useful 35-litre underfloor section in that calculation. If you do need more, then you'll need to talk to your dealer about the 308 SW Estate model. Peugeot isn't just building a car with this 308, it's building a reputation. For too long, this much-loved brand lost sight of what made people want its products: Now it's setting out to build desirable machines once more. Models aren't simply playing catch-up or trying to copy the big sellers. Sure enough, this is a vehicle with a definite feel of its own. Now, it's not going to appeal to everybody, but it is now a car that the company can rightly feel proud of. A contender that's good enough to worry the best in the business. Overall, though, what's on offer here is a car that's continuing to restore Peugeot's reputation for building elegant, comfortable and understated vehicles. A car that gives the brand a shot at making good on its upmarket aspirations. It's been a long time coming.